So this is a complete guide to professional truck service. How to keep your truck performing at its best. Your truck isn't just transportation, it's a tool, a workhorse, and often a major investment. Whether it's a light duty pickup, heavy duty diesel, whether you're using it for, commercial use or whatever, regular professional service is the foundation of reliability, safety, and long-term value. No matter where you drive, trucks face unique challenges, from towing heavy loads to handling extreme weather, rough terrain, stop and go traffic. Skipping service may not cause problems right away, but over time it accelerates wear, shortens lifespan, increases your repair costs. You cannot you have so the funny part is everybody knows you definitely don't want to miss your oil change. You want to change your oil all the time. But the oil is just a very small part of the maintenance on any motor. Okay. I mean, it definitely is important, but to say that the oil change is important without saying that everything else that needs to be maintained is not as just important, that's ludicrous. That's crazy. So changing the oil, huge, massive. Lube oil and filters, changes have got to be done regularly. But then all of the other fluids, transmission, brake, power steering, if it's still got the power steering fluid, coolant, flushing the injectors, the transfer case, the differentials, all of the fluids need to be exchanged every now and again. They need to be maintained. Your shocks and struts need to be replaced at 75,000 miles. Your belts and hoses need to be maintained. Everything needs to be replaced while it's still good. That's called preventative maintenance. We look at something and go, but it's still good. Okay, but do you have a magnifying glass? Do you have a magic, dice, a way to predict the future as to exactly when it's going to go bad? None of us do. So we have to go by time and mileage. If you're having your diesel service, your DEF system maintenance, replacing the fuel filter, the water separation, your DEF fluid quality and dosing checks, your turbocharger performance inspections, glow plug and starting system diagnostics, your brake system inspection and repairs, pad rotor condition checks, brake fluid moisture testing. But again, just get it done by time and mileage. Caliper, hose, ABS system inspections, your transmission and driveline services, the 4x4s. I mean, all of that. So it's funny because we have two different kinds of, a lot more than two, but two basic kinds of truck drivers. You got the ones that actually use their truck in all aspects or most aspects, and you got the ones that drive a truck for whatever reason, but they don't really use it. I'm famous for saying, my lovely lady says something, and I'm like, well, that's why we drive a 4x4. And every now and again, you got to take your car out and you got to put your truck out and you got to put it in 4x4. You got to use it. It's not designed to sit there for 10 years without you using it. And then you go to use it and go, how come it's not working? So part of maintenance and part of truck service is actually knowing that it's a truck, treating it like it's a truck. Cars and all cars are meant to be driven. Trucks are meant to be used. I mean, think about it. And then you've got, the suspension and steering maintenance. I mean, the difference between 40, 50, 60 years ago, suspension pieces didn't last at all. And you were in there constantly getting them lubed, and you had to. Now technology's changed and evolved and grown, but you still got to maintain all of the suspension pieces. The coolant, in between aluminum and metal, when they come in contact with each other, it literally creates, a situation where your coolant is getting acidic so fast it's not even funny. Yeah, and it's going to wear stuff out from the inside out. So it looks new on the outside, but you not changing your coolant in a really, um, consistent preventative maintenance way, your battery. I live in a very hot climate, and if you can get your battery to last 3 years, you've accomplished something. So why not, at 2.5 years, 3 years max, just replace it automatically? Why do we got to wait for there to be a problem before we actually have to address it? Because your environment and your driving conditions, impact truck maintenance like there's no tomorrow. Hot, cold, wet, dusty, rural, mountain driving, towing and hauling. It, it all goes into your truck like there's no tomorrow. And then do you want to do it? I love do-it-yourselfers. Um, and do-it-yourselfers work until do-it-yourselfing doesn't work. Do yourself a favor. And if you're whatever your profession is, stick to it and let the professional automotive truck service repair around you take care of it. Because there'll be accurate diagnostics and there'll be a preventive maintenance plan. And you're going to have, original equipment manufacturers grade or better on the parts and the fluids, and digital vehicle inspections, photos and videos to prove that you need what you need. And then, definitely be aware that the dash lights it's not the dash warning lights are not when I get around to it. Take it in, get it checked out. Power loss, running rough, reduce fuel economy, bring it in. Brake noise, pulling, vibration, bring it in. New fluid leaks or burning smells, bring it in. Why does my truck smell like rotten eggs? Bring it in. We have to protect the truck's long-term value. And a documented maintenance history increases resale value and buyers' confidence. Trucks that receive consistent care can deliver hundreds of thousands of miles of reliable service, while neglected trucks lose value fast. I'm telling you that the better you take care of your vehicle, the better it's going to take care of you. Yeah, makes sense. But then are you going to go off of the original equipment manufacturer's guidelines, which are not good enough? Or are you truly going to take care of your vehicle? And I get the automotive industry's reputation for lying, cheating, stealing, recommending stuff that doesn't need to be done, blah, blah, blah. I get that. I also get that there's so many reputable automotive repair shops out there, it's not even funny, and you need to find them. And you need to build a great relationship with them. And then you need to take care of your vehicle so it takes care of you. Stay safe, stay strong.